What's going on, everybody? Bonecoon here. Welcome back to Lords Mobile. Guys, I know this is coming a bit late, but I want to talk about the new hero and the new castles that are out there. And same as a lot of the YouTubers out there, this is going to be essentially a rant of sorts because I feel like if IGG is listening to anyone, it may very well just be the YouTubers, and I feel as though it may be my duty to voice my opinions so that they can hear my viewpoint as well. Now, the castles. I have never been a huge fan of them. However, they are an item that brings money into Lords Mobile, which is essential. Lords Mobile is a game whose sole purpose, essentially, is to make money for IGG. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is how the gaming industry works. A game is made 99% of the time specifically so that it can make money for the company. And if they're not making a profit, that means that the game gets shut down. So long as they're making money, so long as they're coming up with new things that can give them a decent revenue stream, the game is alive in their eyes, and they will keep going. However, at a certain point, it becomes too much. Now, the Sacred Temple is one that's been around for a little bit, and that gave a Cav attack boost and a Cav max HP boost, and I believe at maxed out, that increases them to 10% apiece. I don't know, because I haven't bought the castles themselves, but these typically offered some pretty alright things. However, you've got this one, it's $20, and it gives you 10% cavalry defense and 20% gathering speed maxed out. $20. Not too bad. I mean, for those who want it, go for it. This is $100 castle, and it gives you army defense and infantry defense, which is the least helpful stat of all the types. It's almost useless. Defense has been proven time and time again to make next to no difference in combat, and is completely outclassed by army health and not even a competition against army attack. So for $100, this is probably the worst castle that you can get out of all of them at this time. And so that tells me that either, even that, the Monster Hunt damage boost I would rather have than defense boosts. But in any case, that tells me that either they don't fully understand their own mechanics in the game, or they're planning on massively overhauling the entire combat system. And if they do, they're probably going to see a lot of people quit, because a lot of people are going to be blindsided by that and lose a ton of troops attacking and defending. They're just not going to have their compositions right, and it's going to be a huge learning curve. People are going to have to relearn the game. And a lot of people are going to get frustrated and quit over something like that. So this castle in general, I don't see much of a purpose to it. For $100, I really don't see that being worth buying. And for anyone that purchases it, honestly, I feel kind of sorry for you. Now, moving on, we're going to go to look at some of the packs that are out these days. So I've actually been able to spend a little bit lately. Not a lot, but there's a tad bit. Actually, not since these new cycles came out. I can't even afford that. Lately, there have been more packs like this, which is a sweet deal. And these are typically pretty good. There are ones that are pretty useless. Like the one that gives you a ton of resources for $100, I never really saw the point to it. However, there's the one that gives you over 50,000 gems, and then there's this one that gives you a ton of speed ups, along with a hefty amount of holy stars and even some chests as well. Even without the chests, I would say this is worth it. Without the stars, I would say it's still worth it. So overall, you're getting a very good deal for $20. So lately, they have been making steps in the right direction to come out with more affordable packs, things that are more desirable. And personally, I think it's good to... I know quality over quantity is important when you're making stuff, but when you're looking for a base of people that are purchasing stuff, then I think that quantity over quality is key. And I don't mean to say quality as in like heavy spenders or more quality or anything like that. And I'm just paraphrasing the statement. What I mean to say is, like, if you have one guy spending $100 on this guy, that's not going to be as good as, like, say, 15 people think that this is a really good deal. Oh, this looks like a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, pun intended. So 15 people buy this, then they're going to be making a lot more money off that than from a single person buying one of these. So coming out with things like this just doesn't really make that much sense. And in the grand scheme of things, I feel like they're not going to make nearly as much money. I've seen a handful of people with this gold hero, and I feel like the ones that have went ahead and gotten him to gold are most of the ones that are going to ever buy him. That being said, I'd like to look into this because most heroes will offer you some sort of chests as well, whereas this one gives you absolutely nothing. You get a few resources, and then that's it. And for $100, you don't even unlock the hero, which... oh my gosh. I can't. People ran the math, and it's around $11,000 to get this hero to gold. And he's not a hero that you can go and buy $5 packs or $20 packs in. He's a hero where no matter what, you're going to spend $100 to get 3 medals of a single hero and some resources. And that's all you're going to get. I mean, you get the gems too. But you're going to get those same gems from buying a champion pack or something like that. And frankly, you'd be better off just buying the champion pack. Now, a lot of people are calling this the, like, champ gear of heroes. But I would like to point out the fact that I think that, proportionally speaking, he is much more expensive than that. So comparing it as such, although it's good in the simple terms, I feel like it can be misleading. When you buy the champ gear, you aren't getting like a steep hike in performance, and for that matter, you're not really getting a steep hike in the cost. With the champ gear, you only have the option of buying the $100 packs, so people view it as significantly more expensive because they don't have the option to buy $5, $20, and $50 packs for gear. However, proportionally speaking, the real spenders, if they're gonna buy into gear, like they'll spring for $100 gear packs and things like that. So you're not gonna see too much of a difference proportionally in cost. It is a good amount, but you're gonna get a good amount of performance difference as well. Like here, let's look at what would be a good gear piece to view and compare. Let's look at this one. So let's look at Skull Crusher at gold. Skull Crusher at gold uses one of my favorite weapons. You're getting 15% range attack and then 20% army attack. Now, you're going to compare that to something like, let's see, the Champion Edge. Right there, you're looking at a 15% army attack, which is only 5% less than what you're going to get on the last piece that I just looked at. But for the Champion Blade, you're looking at both 20% infantry attack and range attack. In addition to that, you're getting a 15% research speed boost as well, which is just nice in general. So you're getting a bit of a hike in terms of performance, which is very helpful. However, with this hero, let's see. He's giving you 30% army max HP, 60% cavalry attack, and 60% range attack, which is decent. I'm assuming that they're planning on coming out with other heroes that will give different combinations. There will be one for infantry range, and there will be one for cav infantry. However, I don't view it as like a very steep hike. Yes, he has good stats, but he doesn't outclass other heroes so well that they can't keep up with him at all. Let me see. I do not have my heroes worked on very well at all. But let's see. Like, this one will give a 20% army attack all across the board. But if you're looking for just a pure hero, Steambot is a good one to look at. He gives you a 30% cavalry attack, and then 50% cavalry HP. Although he is significantly better, you can get a pay-to-play hero to gold for very cheap if you're only buying 5 to $20 packs. With him, you have only the option of spending $11,000 to get him there. So I think that the hike from getting regular pay-to-play heroes and jumping to him is much higher proportionally than from regular gear to champ gear. But that's just my opinion. In any case, guys, if you have any disagreements, please leave them in the comments. If you want to debate about this, please feel free to do so. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this update, although I am looking forward to that new event. I'm really hoping that it is something that helps redeem the game a little bit, but my fingers are crossed on that. Until the next video, guys. Bye.